I'm Yamaris, one of HomeStart's success stories. This is Juana, my beautiful daughter.
I'm Juana, the Civil Section Advocate here, HomeStart in Cambridge.
I had a great paying job at Chipotle, making tons of money. I was going to Leslie University, getting my education. A nice way of putting it, I had family disagreement, and I had to leave. And because I had to leave, I didn't have a place to go. And since you can't wash your clothes and everything, I ended up losing my job. And because I lost my job, I couldn't pay for college, which I was forced to withdraw from because I couldn't pay for it. And I had to sleep outside because I couldn't find a place to go. I was very scared. We slept mostly in Harvard Square. One of the places was inside the train station, the main train station in the Harvard Square pit, and by the river and by the Harvard Commons. I was very scared. I would stay awake all night to the point where I passed out so I can, avoid people stealing my shoes, which actually happened to a couple people I know. They got their shoes stolen the next morning, and those were the only shoes they had, and I didn't want that to happen to me because I only had one pair. Very scared. It stinks. There's a lot of other homeless people who basically some don't shower. I tried to get as many showers as I could. Friends, family, Youth on Fire, they offer showers. Yeah, sleeping outside, not a good thing. I tried to find they call couch surfing. I stayed at my biological mother's house, my cousin's house. A friend rented a motel room in Braintree. We stayed there. Illy right here, her father introduced me to a program called Youth on Fire, and I told Youth on Fire my story, and coincidentally, on the next day, they were having a worker from HomeStart, and I met a woman named Cricky, and I spoke to her, and it started that day. We came here, did a bunch of interviews, signed a bunch of papers. They're hard workers. They did everything. It was actually very quick. I thought it was like housing where it could take up to 2 years, it could take up to a year and a half, it could take up to 5 years. But this only actually took me 4 months. Also, I was very determined, so I did whatever I had to do. Met with them anytime I had to meet with them, everything. So they were very, very quick, very fast-paced, and very nice people. Very nice people. We've been stable. I'm in a lovely environment. The Northgate Apartments in Revere, the enclosed community, very nice. This doesn't come for free. You got to work hard for it. You got to do whatever you have to do. Don't expect a free ride. And if you do whatever you have to do, you will become like me. You will be stable, be happy.
I think with Yamaris and I, we help each other because it's a two-way street. She's very determined. I mean, when she wants something, she goes and get it. Like, if she asks me and I give it to her, she doesn't wait for me to give her the green light. She just goes. And she's a very bright woman.
I know with HomeStart, when people say you have a housing advocate, that they think, it's just basically a person to get your apartment, meetings, whatever you look for. But with Juana, she's not only my advocate, because we've been through a lot. I lost a baby before Ellie, her big sister, Anaria, and Juana was there through all of it. And normally, who are you going to find from Section 8 that's going to be there if you lose a child? They're not going to care, So I think with HomeStart, it's more of just being an advocate. It's having friends there to support you in whatever it is. They don't judge you.
The way how some people see homelessness is one way, and it's just not that way. Like somebody who works in who is a CEO and lose everything, and next time you know he's homeless.
It's stereotypical. They think beards and smelly and carriages full of trash, and it's not like that because I never had any of that. It doesn't, it's sometimes not by choice. Sometimes it happens, and you can't stereotype because not all of us are out there just to drink mouthwash and it's not like that.
When you're homeless in the street, there's a lot of things that could happen, a whole lot of things that could happen that you could witness while you're homeless when you're outside. I mean, you could be witnessing a murder somebody who overdosed, somebody who was rejected from a shelter, you know, because there's no more beds for them, you know, and they're out there in the cold, dying in the cold. You know, it's just something that needs to be, anyone who witnesses this, because I see this all the time. I grew up in Boston, and I've seen all these homelessness out here, and doing this work for me is just because this is my city. Massachusetts, Boston is my city, and I want to make sure that everyone gets the services they deserve.